Let's see here. Not working. So let's see here. Hey, man, it's cruising. Well, this freaking market. What the heck is going on? It's a win. Shoot. What up, guys? Just what's up? I already took my profit for the day, so I'm just kind of messing around with this new indicator. The metrics are kind of cool on HA, regular candle, but it's kind of cool though if you just take the signal. So I'm just kind of messing around today. So how are you guys doing? Crazy morning. So there's a win right there. A nice little win. You can see it. Win, loss, 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 and then started winning again. So yeah, there's a little. I'm on the 5 second. Maybe I'll go on the 30 second. Should bump it up a little bit. Cycling and Dean, what up? Hope you guys are killing it. I mean, that's a pretty classic morning, right? Off this 54. I mean, I should get on the daily, actually. Pretty nice morning, man. I mean, if you're playing, look at that. That 12 is beautiful. Just came up, tapped it. And then there's obviously we had maybe some other levels to use in between here, but right in between. But then you can even see the retest off that 70, and then even better, a nice almost like a double, like a retest, but then another retest, and it is beautiful. Then retest on 94. Oh man, just daily levels galore. Like you don't need a freaking indicator in this kind of market, but I'm just testing this thing out for fun. How do you like it? I'm just gonna need to tweak it, but man, if you're just playing levels today, you're killing it. Hopefully. So how's it going cycling? Are you doing your live count yet, or are you still kind of waiting? And some great moves, some great prize action today. Crazy. It's gotta be good with your entries, and then with your risk, then you're good. Then you're golden today. It's one of those nice, just awesome price action days. Pretty sweet though. I mean, cash took one break, even so far. All right, hey, this early morning, these wicks can snag you. Even you can be right, but as long as if you're playing it safe, look at these levels. I mean, you really can get some pretty good entries today, right? I mean, it's just crazy. I'm not. I would wait for a signal, but I'm just curious to see if we can get down to 40. Can we break down to 40? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we'll bounce here, but I'm just curious. Can we get down to 40 for a nice scalp here? Or is it going to bounce off 72? Who knows? Might bounce here, who knows? But that's cool that you're in cash, man. That's if you're even, plenty of day left, obviously here. Just playing this. This might bounce off the 72. We'll see. I normally would have a stop on, but I'm just kind of messing around right now. Already I had an awesome morning, so just, man, those levels earlier were just amazing. But yeah, this would be like kind of like catching a falling knife at this point. I mean, it could bounce, but it wouldn't make sense to long this just yet. I don't think. At least I don't see confirmation to go long myself. But anything can happen with NQ, especially on these retracements that can just jolt up. So you can be right but wrong pretty easy on NQ. So if you're trying to do like this is like a weak, what I call breakout trade. This is not live. This is just a pure demo trade. Like, cause this is like a breakout, right? I mean, I don't love breakouts. I like catching good entries. So I was done 500, no 200. Yeah, dude, Dean. I mean, kudos to you. Sometimes, I mean, let's see, like I mentioned, like sometimes when it bounces off these levels, you can be right. We all know everything's kind of bearish today, so, but NQ will still bounce around and can snag you. So, okay, so you were down 500 now. Hey, well, you know what? You're almost even, man. That's and I don't blame you. I mean, it's just like look at these, look at this bounce out. Like I mentioned, this bounce off 72. I mean, that's a massive bounce, right? That's what's nice about these levels, so that we know, if you're going to take a small risk trade, wait a little bit. So look at this. It went from 72 to 34 in a flash. So, if you're using indicators, right? I'm just messing around with this, this one just because for fun of it. But, if you're really playing, if you're playing it, the real way, you have your whole setup here. We'll see if we can get a sell on this 34. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if we get some confirmation here. But yeah, I just took I don't know. I traded last night, made $700, and then this morning made like 1,000. So yeah, almost 2K today. Not quite, but just kind of. And actually, I think I was like 3% my profit rate today. So, but you get such big moves, so that when you're wrong though, you can just take a small loss. But when you're right, you're gonna get paid. So that's how a lot of times I do it on these kind of trades. I don't get a lot of confirmation here, but I'm just playing off this 34. But it could easily bounce me right here. I mean, no question. I'm just showing you a lot of times what I'll do. I don't always do it, but see, look at that. See, it just kind of bounces you. So, like Dean was, you can be down pretty easily just playing levels. But if you keep your stops pretty tight, I definitely keep them. Oh, see, look at that. See how I was just bouncing. It's crazy. That's where even on a day like this where it should be easy in a way, but NQ has a way of, look at that, 3 in a row. It shows you how he can just snag you even when you're playing levels. So that's where I really get careful when I'm playing levels too. Is I try to wait for confirmation. I think I've had a few days like that where I might fight a level, and really the best thing to do is if you take one level trade, just wait, and then right if you get snagged, the best thing to do is then wait for confirmation. You can see, look at this thing bouncing, and it's just so right. It's just kind of feisty, as I'd call NQ. Right, it's just really feisty. Right, look at that. See, like any trade you get, it's like this is time right now is like not a good time to be trading. It's just really, unless you're, I guess if you're caught that 72 long, but I just NQ is in a little, it's a little buggy right now. So not surprising though. After you get this big massive move down the last few days, it's definitely in a kind of a weird, I call feisty because it's just not. You try to catch these shorts and look at these wicks, right? It's not. But if you get to the right level though, like this level is definitely trickier. But these earlier ones, especially up here when it came up here and it swept these longs here, I mean that's where I caught this short here. I mean that was almost too easy. But then now here it gets, look at that. See, I was short there, and just how buggy it is. Like it snags you. Like you can have it's almost like you have your stop so wide, but you can be wrong so easily because it's just buggy. And then see, it starts. Yeah, this is like a tricky. It's weird how this day is actually kind of tricky. Where you can have the right levels, but it gets and Q is like, see, this is the way it moves. It's just kind of it's just in a weird. I like to wait when it's a little bit clearer. Yeah, I'm just taking these trades for demo, but I don't love this kind of price action where it's just really kind of edgy. It's kind of edgy, But you can catch a good entry too. It's just, man, you have to be really careful. Not size up like on a day like this, right? This is an account blower day if people aren't careful because it's so, it's just so bouncy. But again, if you get a good entry, you can definitely make so you can see that I get in, it's just bouncing around. It can be tricky for sure. Just got to be careful. Yeah, don't definitely until things kind of settle. I wouldn't be sized up at all. I won't do my 20 lot trades during this kind of price action. When it does these kind of weird shit, I definitely size down because it can move so quick against you. And this is just a day you have to recognize that it's NQ gets a little edgy, for whatever reason, right? There's just a lot of shit going on, so it definitely won't make it easy on you. But if you size down, you can you can do okay as long as it's not a day to go with a 5 or 10 lot. I don't think personally, unless you really know what you're doing. But the levels are still good. It's just, man, you gotta really be careful. So yeah, we'll see if this 34 means anything. You'd think it could get back down to 72. We'll see. So I'm only doing one contract because this thing is crazy. But yeah, can we get down to back to this 72 area? Yeah, dude, it's just edgy, man. It's just if you're really careful, again, you almost need wider stops today than normal, but then that they can snag you. So, but if you really, again, these levels are good, but you can see how I got, it was just bouncy, Yeah, pre-market was way better, man. It wasn't like this pre-market, like where there's just these really just. The ATR must be crazy. What is the ATR? It must be. I don't have it up right now, but man, it just will swipe you. Because like you're up like $600, and all of a sudden you're down. Like this. See, look at that. I'm gonna probably get. I might hold, but yeah, look at these moves. Right? It's just not. I mean, I don't enjoy this kind of price action when it's doing this jaggedy shit. You still though, if you're doing micros or like one lots, you can get in a decent entry, and it kind of but it's kind of still tricky. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I mean, right? That's a lot of ticks, man. That's a lot of point. That's high. So it's definitely until things calm down. For me, yeah, this isn't like price action that I would like. Look at this. See it? I was up $600. Now it's like probably gonna take me out, right? I mean, it would be shocking. Look at this. See, that's gonna definitely take me out. So it's like it's crazy. Feisty today. Well, you recognize the price action, and so you size down, and either you kind of sit on the sidelines and kind of watch it play out. I'll just play a couple levels here just to see how it does, but you know, it might decide to go north off 34. Who knows? Look at this; it's just bouncing. We'll see if the 34 can hold again. It might. It's just very tricky today. But if you size down, it's not like like if you're just long. Yes, look at that. Like it's crazy. It does not want to give you a free trade today. It does not want to give you anything, right? Like, man, I haven't seen it like this for a while. It's just feisty. See, look at that. Another one. That's why you know what I mean. That's why I'm glad I'm done with my life. This action is just not cool. I don't like it. But for demo purposes, you practice. I'm not gonna hurt my account or anything, so just using this for a day to. Yeah, dude. Seriously, this is really feisty today. I mean, this is just, but it will settle down eventually. It might take a little bit, and then we'll see. Look at this thing bouncing off 34. I mean, it's just crazy. So yeah, people look at the it's just that's why I'm doing this, taking these trades. It's just crazy, right? Because someone on long at 34, scalping up probably. I had to get long. If you long it, then it's going to come back and snap you. But let's see if I can get up to 92. So look at that chart. Look at that. I mean, geez, it's just unbelievable. This price action is crazy. Crazy. And then it's going to come and snag me out probably. We'll see here if it can hold. Yeah, look at this thing. That's right, cycling. There's no indicator that I don't want to do. A feisty indicator, man. This thing is just, I'm just curious if this 34 has any. Look at that! Look at that price tag, man! Look at that, man! This NQ, man. This is a day where, man, don't trade, guys, man. Seriously, this is just. I'm glad I'm not live trading this. No way. So if you go on a 5 lot on this thing, trying to scalp, you're gonna get, look at this. You're gonna get killed. Or look at this. Gonna bounce off this 34. This is just, these levels right now are tough. And Q, oh, look at that $1,000. Ooh, look at that. Nice. See, look at this thing. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, don't live trade this. I would not touch this thing. No way. No way. What an era of Trump we're having this week, man. You know what I mean? This is just, what an era of trading. We're at 1940. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, today is just a day where you either watch it or just be, wait for a lot of confirmation and then trade small, This is just a crazy day. You're definitely going to get snagged. But, if you get the right entry, then, you'll get paid too. But, man, There's no way you can't get scalped up a little bit today. It's impossible, right? It's just so jaggedy. But if you're trading small, you can get into the right level, and so we'll see if this can hold below 39 or 393, which was a good retest earlier. So we'll see if this has any follow through. Dude, anything can happen today, right? Exactly, anything. Yeah, that was kind of a cool number earlier. The compass kind of gave us, because it was holding pretty good, and then it went through a little bit, but eventually the bears took over again, which they've been doing forever, obviously. Yeah, that compass is pretty cool. I can't wait to get even more dialed in. The compass is going to be, man, such an awesome tool to have. There's a couple that needs to be tweaked a little bit. So yeah, I took a couple of snags, but that's just trading for you on a day like this. So I got in at this, what I call just the 393 level, because the ATR is so wide right now. When you get in, you're gonna have to just be patient and not over leverage yourself. What's up, JP? I probably should have just traded when I was doing my live stuff this morning, because pre-market, man, the market was just really fun to trade. This is just kind of you can get entries, but man, NQ will come just bite your ass. But man, where's the bottom today? Where is it? Like, it's hard to believe that if we settled, is 72 really going to be the bottom? I mean, I don't know. I don't predict. I'm just asking rhetorically, in a way. Is 72 really the bottom today? Right? I mean, it could be, right? But where's NQ going today? So, but if you trade off levels, you can scalp. So even here, I could scalp off half. I'm at about 50% GAN. 4K. I took a few snags, so I'd probably be around maybe even. I'd probably be up by now. I mean, if I get below 34, I'll definitely be, at least on demo trading, I'll be up. But you guys saw, I mean, that was just, there's a lot of snags, So that's just the way it's been. And look, there is no time for confirmation. Look at this. So even off this 3094, there's no selling, there's no volume. It's everything's just so quick right now. I mean, so it's just the best day to kind of watch it, unless you're really trading small and you're being really careful. Otherwise, trying to buy, people that were trying to buy these breakouts just got destroyed, right? Like I was just doing a practice short here, got destroyed. So it just, you learn, as we're all in here, you can just tell. So you just have to be careful, But with good entry, you can still get good entries. I mean, up 7K, So I'm definitely up for the day now on a demo, practicing with you guys. I try to always be up when I'm trading with you guys, but no one's perfect on this kind of market. But you can see I'm definitely up now. So it's just, you take a few snags, man, It's not easy. But if if you have a big account, you're doing five, that's not, you can withstand it, right? Now, if you're sizing it like crazy, if I would have done my 20 thing that sometimes I do, I wouldn't do that on a day like today, But look at this thing coming down. So you can see where you get paid, but you have to take some licks sometimes, because on a day like this, everything's not always going to line up even at the daily again. Because now we're getting some selling pressure here, but it's just so like on a day like this, when it's feisty, you don't really have a chance. You have to just trade small and get a good entry. That's the only thing I could say. As you can see, this thing is just destroying now. So that's been pretty typical lately, though. As I've been trading, with these levels, sometimes you just have to trade small, because NQ has been really just loving to bounce people. So you can see, look at this, up 11K. You can make it work today, as long as you're not, just crazy. So, and so now we'll see if we can we get a breakdown past 72. And we were trying before. I was gonna say, like I was mentioning, is 72 really the low of the day? I mean, I don't know what the low is, but is 72 going to be the low? I just try to think. You got to think it's going to take out these lows, and we all know it'll likely do a huge bounce up eventually. But I don't play that. I just play what I see now. Right now, I don't care. It could bounce off 34 and go to 94. It could, but right now I'm playing my level. If you look at that bouncy up there, so we'll see. So if you're going to take my pre-profit, or you have to give it a little more room. Look at that. It's going to take me out. I don't want to get taken out. I want to stay in this thing if I can, or this is going to go north. I don't know. But look at this range here. I mean, that is wicked. So yeah, people trying to short here, and then all of a sudden NQ is just unbelievable right now. And look at that bounce off 34. That's 30. Yeah, 30 points ish. Yeah, that's even more. Look at that. Yeah. It doesn't want to give you a free trade if it can help it. Feels like. It's weird how shorting is awesome, but man, it can be tough too. Because these little retracements are so brutal sometimes. That's why, yeah, when you get in a good entry, it could have easily bounced me out. It's just the way it's working. But so far, now I'm back to holding 34 to 72 if I can. We'll see if I can get another, if I can get two GAN levels out of this. Maybe I won't, but that's my current play. But someone could say, well, I'm going to go long at 34 to 94, right? I mean, I'm not saying you should do that, but there is some buying here. So 34 could easily go to 94, right? Anything can happen. But for me, I'm playing 94 to 34 and 34 to 72 on my practicing idea right now. If I felt like this was a really good move, I would switch, right? If I feel like if there was buying pressure right here more, I would reverse course and go 34 to 94, but I could be wrong. If it bounces me, then flat out I'll be wrong. But it does, I don't see it right now. But I mean, you never know. Maybe it will bounce here. I have to be wrong eventually on this thing. But again, is this going to be like another bear flag like we had yesterday? Kind of like this. I mean, this is kind of like a. Well, we have this kind of, whatever you call this thing. I don't know, is that a bear flag to anybody? I don't know. You guys like flags? You guys flag traders? What's going on, Ken? Do you guys trade flags? I mean, I don't know how much you give into that stuff, but dude, everyone, dude, NQ is it's the big it loves to prove everybody wrong, dude. Again, right? NQ, stay in it long enough, it will always prove people wrong, right? So, is this a bear flag? And are we going back? So now we're below 34 again. And you can see what? 1 and then 2, 3. This would be the 4th attempt, basically. In a way, I mean, depending how you count. It's about to go for it. Oh, JP. Of course you go say that. Gosh, JP. Always likes to predict, JP. Now it's time to go long because JP just wrecked my trade. Thanks, JP. I can't believe you just did that, JP. That just kills me. Well, it was until JP said it was going for a dive. Then JP just destroyed me. Yeah, you obviously do, because the second JP opened his mouth, now it's pumping. So I tell you, JP is the best fade indicator I've ever been around in my life. I've never, you can fade JP for so many ticks during the day. JP. I know, dude. You cannot be allowed to say anything. You are not allowed in my. If I'm in a trade, JP, you cannot. You're not allowed to. You have to just hold back your thoughts, JP. It was. I know. JP kills me, dude. Seriously, he loves to. Him and Eddie come in, and it's unbelievable. JP, I swear. Unbelievable, JP. It's going for a dive, JP. Where's the dive at, dude? JP, where's the dive at, dude? JP's like, it's gonna dive. Shit. Of course. JP. Bounces right off 34. So, I was talking about, maybe, contrarian guy, can go long. Of course, look at that 34.94 was like a freaking killer trade. It's gonna take me out. Oh man, I can't believe that. Things were looking so good, man. Yeah, is there a way to ban people or put people on timeout, or JP should not be allowed ever? Or just, JP, be like George Costanza. Whatever just do the opposite, Just kidding. Look at this freaking 34 to 70. So all these shorts, man, are just getting, just like what happened to me. Yeah, that was impressive, man. I don't know what else you can say to that. I mean, that literally hit that 34 and just freaking took off. So yeah, this is we're heading back into this. Who knows, man. Crazy. Yeah, I'm speechless right now. I don't even know what to say. I just, JP wrecked my trade, so I'm gonna have to sulk for a minute here, as that just, I was up like 7K till JP opened his mouth, so I don't know, a little depressed right now. A little NQ trauma now. JP's impressed, and I'm depressed. NQ trauma. So the 70 you'd think have some significance. It's hit since the open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be the 8th time it's been around this area. So that's kind of cool. Can the market stay above 70? Look at this. So it's above 70 now. Yeah, this definitely could be a chop fest. It's definitely, this is not a trade day or a trend day, right? And I guess they like to call them terrible Tuesdays, but you can still do well. You just have to, take your profit. Yeah, so it's hitting the 70. And a little bit north of it now, 74, it's at 8, it's at 780. So if you're a level trader, I'm going to scalp this thing, see if I can get some few ticks. get some money back from my JP debauchery. So sometimes you can look like a freaking king when you play levels, but you know, it's not. We'll see if this holds. We'll see if it holds. Now, JP, don't say anything. I don't want to hear anything from JP right now. JP is not allowed to come. You can talk about the weather, JP, alligators. I don't know how you like to hang out in the villages. You know, that's like your favorite place to hang. Isn't that where you like to hang out, JP, on the weekends? Is the villages? Isn't that the hot spot for the Floridians, the villages? Is that we're all gonna just trade from there in the next 20 years? We'll be just trading. We'll be all in our little golf carts riding around. The sky is blue. I want to go to the villages, man. I want to see what that's all about, dude. All the old people debauchery. It sounds like, a place to be if you're over, like if you didn't live it up early in life, or maybe you just want to keep partying. It's like a big party land for the, retirees. So we'll see if this 70 trade is going to be good or not. And so far it is not. It just took me out. So far it's holding that 70, going up. Oh, dude, don't say that. I don't even want to think about that, dude. All the retirees, dude. JP, sick, dude. Don't even say that, dude. This is PG, man. It's nasty. Yeah, dude, don't trade this market cycling. This is just, you know what I mean? I'm taking these level trades because, I'm on demo. I'm not messing with my live account on this shit, This is just kind of like a fun play, like a sandbox play today right now. You know what I mean? Like, this is just a fun sandbox play. So yeah, if I went crazy, which I'd be stupid. These levels, man. These levels. Can these levels make some chunk money today? Look at that bounce off that 70. That's a killer bounce off that thing. Chop Fest. Oh, see you cycling, dude. I didn't see that. See you cycling. Yeah, it's pretty choppy. You just, there might not be much to learn from this kind of action, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, I love to teach levels, but I don't know if there's much to really teach people today when the market's doing this kind of stuff. So yeah, demo on some of these days, and then yeah, isn't that weird? I mean, that's pretty classic. You're right. You can wait all week, patient, and then you run into a buzzsaw. You're right, dude. I mean, but luckily we all know it isn't like this very often. So it's just good to recognize when it is like this. Like you're doing, like say, screw this, I'm out of here. There's not much to, or you're like me, I'm just in the sandbox, like I'm a kid in the sandbox, just playing right now. Because I don't trust anything. I don't know if any level means anything right now. Yeah, I don't know if you really can say any level is significant right now with the ATR as high as it is. You can see, look at that. See, look at this. See, it just snagged me out. So that 70 was really good, but then it does that. So it's just a crazy. I feel like this 70 could hold, but maybe it won't. Maybe it's gonna go north, but I'm just doing my sandbox trading right now. We'll see if it might bounce again. It might go north from here. I don't know. Could easily go north here. And Q is just in a, yeah. Very edgy. Automation, right? Oh man, you couldn't have automation on this thing right now. I don't know any bot. What bot can trade this? I would love to see a bot that killed it today. Unless you got in way early and it was just holding. You know, I mean, what bot is going to trade at this current moment? Like if it just started entering now, could withstand some of these just whiplash moves. But yeah, I mean, that's where you're done early, right? Like I was done early because I mean, I like anyone. I have my biases in a little bit, but I try not to trade with my bias a little. It's hard not to have. Yeah, every freaking candle is. Look at every candle is a freaking wick, or a whiplash freaking mess. So, and you try to get in, and if you like, I guarantee if I move my stop, I'll get stopped out, right? If you're trying to like be a cautious trader, you're gonna get stopped out. See, like I've been stopped out there, and then now you look at so. If you're trying to get in and be tight with your stops today, and good to them too earlier. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could set the bot like that. If it's ATR like a certain point, of course, right? Anything like that, you can automate that part, right? Look at this bounce off this 70 still. I mean, valid. I mean, they a lot of times overnight it will tell you the story for the day, right? I mean, it will bounce. It will like any level it can be blown through. But if you look at the pre-market on the GAN levels, often it will show you a number that's very significant. I'd show you this. I can show you how a lot of times that's what I'll do. And that's why I have that compass indicator to kind of automatically do it for us. But yeah, you'll see where it blows through a level. You'll see where levels is showing support, resistance, whatever you call it. So yeah, the pre-market is awesome for giving you likely some of the most significant levels during the New York session. So yeah, I love pre-market levels, not to trade them, but to it gives you the treasure map, as JP calls it, because it tells you usually, of course, anything that happens. So sometimes the levels get obliterated, but at very key times, it can tell you what to do. It will tell you a story to some degree. Today, I don't know if today's just one of those weird days where, with all the shit going on, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I can definitely if I can get this trade going, I can go back and look at the pre-market again just to kind of look at. But likely the market's a little lower than the pre, I would think. But yeah, so people are trying to short the 70, and it's just kind of being difficult. But yeah, he wants the market right now. Do the bulls really want this thing? I mean, we all know they might, but the bulls don't own any real estate. They'd have to get above, 613 for the bulls to really do anything, in my opinion. Like this whole range, yeah, the bulls could pump it to 612. Or does that mean they own the market? Not really. They didn't need to get above 612 to be like they want to own it. Personally, that's how I look at it anyway. Just because if they bounce 70, that doesn't mean the bulls own the market just yet. It's just this is a good level to watch out for if you're trading it. Yeah, we're definitely in this kind of 78 to 94 range. Yeah, that was a big number, dude. 553. You're right. That was that overnight number was probably the biggest key number. It finally, it popped above it, I think, and then it came below, obviously. So, in cycling, might be right. It might head back to that, but kind of closing the gap as they call it. But to me, the bears kind of own today right now. They own their real estate, so. But yeah, they could pump that, right? They could definitely get back to that 553 for sure. That's definitely a key number. It's not too far away from here, really. What's going on, friends? Yeah, it's doing its job for the most part. There's it's a little wonky on some things, but yeah, I mean it's kind of cool how it kind of plots the key number of the overnight. I love it. So yeah, for now the 70 is holding down, but for how long? That's why I was scalping there, because it's a key number. Daily GANs, man. Daily GANs are awesome. So I'm already at a 50% GAN now. It's where you can scalp off a little bit, which is the wise thing to do if you're live. You're up 50% of a daily GAN. That is a good trade. You know what I mean? Especially on a choppy shit day. At least for the past hour. I mean, it was good earlier. But since I'm on demo, I'll see if I can get a full GAN out of this. Maybe I won't. I mean, I wouldn't. See, look at that. See, that is classic NQ right there, right? That was unbelievable. That was awesome, actually. Just classic NQ. So then if you're chasing it, which is not wise to do, but I'm going to see if I can get a GAN out of this thing. I was at like 17K, and then it just whipsaws right to my entry. Well, there goes JP opening his mouth again. So I don't know what to say. JP loves to fade me. Obviously he does. JP. Classic. But as they say, even a broken clock is right twice. Is right twice in a day. So JP might be right here. We can't just go up, JP. Why would you say that when I'm shorting it? But you could be right, JP. It didn't get above 70. I mean, it didn't try that hard. I mean, it was jaggedy, but it's not like the bulls were like, yeah, dude, we're going to hold this 70. It was just kind of like, it's pretty weak. I mean, right? What did the bulls do up here? That was so exciting, Like, it was jaggedy as hell, but the bulls didn't be like, yeah, dude, we want to own 70, right? That was kind of a weak ass fight. Like, that was nothing. The bulls did nothing at 70. That's how I look at it. Nothing. Now this is jaggedy as this is crazy. I mean, I had an awesome entry. I shouldn't have moved my stop, but we all know what's going on. I don't need to tell you, but I was in a freaking awesome trade there. And then that. So, I was up 17K and it whips me out. So whatever, I don't love this action, like cycling kind of said. then JP comes in and says, we can't go up. Just kidding. JP. So yeah, if you're trying to short this, chasing it, see, then you get snagged because you're not at a good entry. You know, I had a good entry earlier. I had a really good entry. And then until it just freaking bounced me. I moved my stop too close. There you go. See, that's why. What's going on, Ollie? Yeah, today's a fun day. Oh, man. So yeah, I don't know what else to, things really discuss today. I mean, I don't know. I did a long video yesterday, way too long, and man, let's see how the pre-market was pretty. If you're going off the daily, I mean, that's what I love about the daily. So yeah, it sold off earlier, and then you can see this 70 became. Look at this one. Look how it bounced on the 70, blew through it finally, jaggedy, and then. That 612 trade was honestly the best trade of the day. I was watching that. That's where I shorted. I mean, that was just classic favorite old, in the market. It came up here. Then you get this is kind of the open, right here. It does one last kind of double top near a daily. That short was just freaking easy money right here. That was like the easiest trade because the bulls didn't do jack with that, right? So to me, that's where you made your money, and then I come on live and trade this kind of garbage. But I was trading this live, and I didn't want to be distracted. I didn't want to trade live. If I'm making my money, I'm not gonna. No offense, I want to be focused, right? I'm not gonna be a live trading. I just want to be laser sharp because I'm a full-time trader. So this part's education and, sandbox stuff. I mean, I'm trying to help people, but, if I'm trying to grow my live account, I got to be, right present and not worried about, But anyway, so that 612 trade was just unbelievable. This area, this zone right here was just easy money. Going just gan to gan. You could have got three, I only got two, but you could have got 3-4 gans out of that. You got one nice, long, big, a good one here, and then just some nice, and then we saw how it bounced off this 71 earlier. So that would have been nice because you have this nice, not buying here, it retraced, and then this definitely would have been a good long off this 38, right? Going gan to gan. I'm just curious. Yeah, this is just practicing. Can the market, stay below 70? Yeah, the 70 level, because the 70 level's been pretty important, really, since the 70 has been important since forever, since yesterday actually. The 70 is definitely a key level. And yeah, you can see this chop fest here, where we're right at 70 right now. So it's cool to know those numbers as you watch overnight. There's no way before GAN levels I would have been aware of that kind of stuff. Which number is really critical to be, just making sure you're not longing or shorting into a key number like that. Like, so do you recommend staying with one GAN array? Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I will have I'll have my daily, and then either I'll have a 1 hour scalp levels. But the problem lately is that the daily it's been pushing down so much that like the dailies aren't very wide. So if you come up here, look how wide the dailies are. So then you have a little more to work with. But the problem is the market's been pressing down so hard that even the dailies turn into like hourly Like, so you can't really put hourlies up because there's just, it's all bunched up, you know. But you said normally, yes. Normally, I would love to have the 4 hour or the 1 hour up. But if I add it now, it just kind of gets all cluttered until we get back up to some price action where things are spread out. It's just makes it, yeah, when it gets all bunched up, the levels aren't. It's tougher to trade. That's why the 612 was awesome, because it came up to the 612. I mean, look at that. How it, even obviously you're not going to catch it at 612, but you can see that vacuum. So when it went up there, likely your entry is actually more like, I mean, you could be aggressive, but when you're watching that live, it's pretty violent. So really what you're doing is you're waiting for the vacuum, and you're probably entering more like here, right? Because you're noticing this candle when it closes. So really your entry is probably closer to here. Then you can see where it retraced, right? Right. So if I'm, it's not like I shorted right here, because like when you're live, that's crazy. This is fast. So, but you're watching it go up, and it just sucked all these longs, and you're like, hell yeah. So this trade is getting destroyed, but that's all right. That's why, like, to me, this is my favorite trade, because I mean, look how beautiful this candle. Look at this wick. I mean, so you can get in right there after you see this wick like that. Then you have such a high reward, low risk. So like you get in there, and then your probably your risk is in that range. So your entry. So to me, that's the best trade of the day. Watching the open, and then watching these guys clear out all these, stopping all these guys out, and just shoots right back down. This was really clean. Like, this was, I mean, I hate to say it, but that was easy money. This is not easy money, right? Like, I love it when it stop hunts like this, where it's just clean. I don't love this trying to short like what I was doing. I don't love this kind of stuff like this. Like that. This is way cleaner action, right? It just hits these levels and bounces. And it's just clean down, versus like these shorts. Look at this choppy, right? So that's why I caught the best trade for the day, and then you're done. You don't, that's what's so cool about GAN trading is you don't want to trade this time of day. Honestly, the best trades are often right in this kind of sweet spot right here. Not always at the open, but definitely I love like a half hour in is like my favorite time frame to catch a really good trade. So now we double topping off the 70. I took a pretty big loss there, but I'm just messing around here. I have a hard time believing that maybe we'll go north, but it just doesn't seem like it. But anyway, I don't know if that helps anybody on how I trade opens. That's just one classic. That's just a classic NQ, right? Just taking out the stops, and it's going to a daily GAN level, and you're just like, that's just easy money. I wish I did that every day. Oh man, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be in Florida. I'd be on not a yacht, but I'd be doing something fun if I could do that every day. I won't be on YouTube. In Minnesota, I'd be soaking it up in my hot tub like Uncle Rico. I mean, look how jaggy that is. So, anyway, I don't know what else would help you guys. I mean, I don't want to be on too long today, honestly. But yeah, good question there, Pat. taking some notes here. But yeah, I don't have an update on our strategies right now. I think you guys know we're testing we're testing NQ and BTC. Yesterday, our strat on NQ didn't do very well, mainly because the trailing stop wasn't working right. I don't think. But yeah, as per usual, it killed on BTC. Yeah, I'd love to trade this thing on BTC. Minus futures. I don't want to do. I hate futures. Stupid Bitcoin. It's the worst. So yeah, kind of yeah. There's not too many people on today. I don't blame them. It's kind of a. I mean, power hour is gonna be crazy today, right? Don't you think, JP? Power hour is gonna be very interesting today. I'm not gonna be on that long, obviously, but man, what's gonna happen this afternoon? You know. So yeah, this 70 level again, as we've known all day, has been an area where man, you just don't want to long it. You know. You just yet. This 70 is, you know, it's been really one to. I mean, it's tried. The bulls have tried a lot. Bulls have tried to get above. Well, they barely got. They barely got to 09. Barely. That's pretty gutless. You know what I mean? Like, if the Bulls were going to do something, we would see it, don't you think? Just being honest. If the Bulls were going to do something with this, yeah, there's nothing to trust right now. Totally nothing. This isn't like a fun market to trade. Like, this is just a hot, you know what I mean? Like, this is. You just gotta pick a level and then be as patient you can. Because the second you chase if you chase these, then it snaps right up and just snags you. But if you get in a decent level, but even then I was short here and it still snagged me. So, like, you can literally have the best entries in the world today. It won't matter. Like NQ is more like taking money today, not paying you today. So today's a good day not to do jack shit, really. At least right now, anyway. Earlier, you get paid earlier. We're not getting paid for our good entries right now. I mean, look at this. I like to be paid for good entries, not, killed. I mean, look at that's a good entry. And then look at that. I mean, that's just crazy. NQ does not. I mean, I don't know. You're at a daily GAN, and the market doesn't want to do anything, and it can be proven wrong. It's crazy. I mean, look at that. I want to see it get above. If it gets above here, I'd go long. If it can break, it's out of this range. Maybe it will. Today is a day where maybe, has it been building? Finally, actually, we broke above that box here. Yeah, you could be right. Maybe today is a day where it's just going to be, if there's big news tomorrow, then maybe the market won't do much today. Maybe it's going to fill this gap per se, go right back up to 612. But I don't know. I hate to guess. I mean, so you're saying, well, fine, it showed some buying pressure at 70. Well, now can we get back to 612? That'd be pretty brutal for the shorts if the market went back to 612. But look at that, it's just sucking back down. We shall see though. We shall see if this long works. This is a chasing long, so don't follow me today. I'm just playing like I'm in the sand here because I'm not live trading this. No way. No thanks. I'm not trading real money with this. Look at that thing. It's just could be. Yeah, this could be a bull flag for sure. Definitely could be a bull flag. Yep, for sure. It definitely isn't a good short here, for sure. Just yet, anyway. But yeah, tomorrow, maybe tomorrow is the big day for a nice, big, juicy, another 100K day, you know? Could be. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess, I really should just record my live trades and do that because, I mean, earlier was so fun. This kind of stuff was just kind of bleh. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not even noon yet, New York time, so there's a lot of shit that could happen. Actually, aren't we at we're kind of at that, we were at the compass high there, we're at the 553, which is funny. Cycling called that out. Good job, Cycling. I know he's probably gone. But that was pretty cool. So if we switch over to, see, my compass is kind of messed up. But yeah, look at this. We're right at we're at this compass high right here. You can see I do too much crap going on. We'll see if that's the daily. I know. I want to change a little bit. I don't love I don't like the way it looks. Just yeah, I probably shared it too early, but I did like it enough that I wanted to have people using it. You can see where that's probably holding. How's my other thing doing? This thing. Well, this is my strategy. How's this thing doing? So, win, gets loss, yeah. Oh man, how's it doing in a 1 minute? Yeah, that's why Hakanashi are kind of weird. You're getting in these, get stopped out, win, and then, yeah, caught that one. Well, I think, I don't know, probably hop off. yeah, earlier was pretty awesome. So anyway, unless you guys have any other questions at all, look at that. Look at that bouncing off. Freaking bounced off that compass. It bounced off the compass. That was pretty cool. Look at that. Man, I'm trying to just get it in. Man, look at that. Look at that, dude. It bounced off that compass high. That was pretty cool. If you go back to that, look at that. Go back to the daily. It caught it pretty good, actually. Look at that. The compass, as cycling kind of mentioned in the room, look at that. So that was a really good number that the compass called out. Look at it. Overnight, the compass said, watch out for 553. And now it's gone. See, it's a little funky. I don't know. That's why I need to tweak it. That line went away. I mean, look at that, JP. Look at that, dude. 553. Man, so that was probably one of the best numbers of the day to trade off of. Already pre-programmed before you wake up, and you can see that number as a number to really be well, just that awareness that this number is a critical number to be aware of. So that would have been an awesome short off of this, way better than my entry. But yeah, it bounced up, just hit that like a wall. It's like the Bears or the Bulls, like, nope, we cannot get above 553. Can't do it. It's kind of, look at now it's coming back up a little bit. And it takes me out. Yeah, if you're chasing trades, you'll get chopped out for sure. That's a fact. Yeah, that 553 was a good number there. Yeah, I kind of, we'll see if it holds, but this is kind of like a complex retracement, I mean, this could still go north, but the bulls want to go north of 553. So if I wouldn't have my stop this long normally. So like, I'm definitely short until it breaks above this 553. You don't need tons of lines today. You just need one good key number to help you out. Just to kind of help you understand what's happening. Looks like fat lipstick. That's what you makes sense, JP. But yeah, I definitely want to. Why before it was so thick before, you know. But that would have been a really good, like, you know, it wicks off that 553. So really your entry should be, you know, up here. But we shall see. Maybe it's gonna, you know. I just think my preferred entry would have been at 26. You know, with my stop. So look at that. So it's coming back up to. Yeah, I can't really get, if you know, the bulls have a chance of at least get above 526, but. And they really need to get above 553 for the bulls to do anything today. I mean, a good hold, not like, you know, this cheap, like I said, that violent move at the right about half hour into the market, like going back, that was pretty wicked. But you look at this, that's why you wait for that wick, and then look at that. The 553 was a great entry here, and an awesome entry here. So it actually gave you probably two of the best entries of the day if you were watching the market. Because you can see it kind of doing a complex retracement, and it fails to get above 553. So that's pretty freaking awesome, actually. The compass is awesome. The compass is the treasure map. I think that's pretty cool, JP. We'll definitely have to track that. How awesome it did today. I forget. I don't think I even tracked it much yesterday. I don't know if I can go back and look at. I don't know if it does like. That is an awesome number today. And cycling was using it. I have too much shit going on, and cycling was aware of that. That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, so you just, you know, can the bulls get even above 526? Maybe they can, but. And again, yeah, a lot of times, yeah, days before news events, yeah, you're going to get this kind of stuff. I mean, you never know, but if there's a big news day tomorrow, that could definitely be. That's why maybe things are so weird today. But it still holds true. These levels are good to trade off of. So even on a shitty kind of weird day, you still can get awesome entries, you know. I'm going to fall asleep here. but going back to the regular chart, we'll see if so this bear flag was like a fake out so far. So you have you have a bull flag, which is a breakout. As we all know, most breakouts fail. Like, I forget the number, like the ratio, but it's pretty high on the right. How many breakouts fail? It's pretty high, especially on a short, like on a 1 minute chart. So does a bull flag have that much merit, and then you can see how it breaks out and then just sucks right back in. Now we're right back at 70 again. Magically, we're right back at another magic number. So 612 is kind of like a magic number for a second, but really the best number of the day was 553, because that's just where a lot of action was early in the market for whatever reason. I don't know the why. I just know that GAN has awesome mathematic, components to it. So we'll see if the, is this a retest off 70 to go north, or is the 70 going to just give up? That's the name of the game, right? No one knows. You play levels, but right now, are we going to bounce off 70, or is it going to go through 70? So right now we're going through it, right? So is it a time to long 70 right now? That's kind of like you're practicing in your mind. Okay, right now it's kind of hovering near it. Is that a good long? So if you're not in a trade right now, it's kind of going, oh, look at that. It blasted right through it. So that's why a long there wouldn't make sense yet, because you didn't get any confirmation to go long at 70, right? So, and then maybe you didn't like to short it because you weren't in it like I was. But anyway, yep, just up and down, all over the place. So that's how you trade levels, right? So if you're watching it, they come back and retest it. You don't jump in just because it's at the level. Obviously, you're waiting for a confirmation, and look what it did. It just blasted right through it. So it saves you some agony. Because before, like, I'm sure a lot of people are like, oh man, this is just gonna. I mean, it can still bounce, of course, but look, if you're looking at it with not knowing the levels, you shut it off. You're like, oh man, this 669, right? Buy. This is just retracing, right? This is this level. This is a beautiful level, right? It broke out. Let's buy this retest. Well, luckily for us, we don't trade like that, right? We trade levels. So just because, we notice this, but we also are like, well, if I'm going to go long here, I want a freaking, I want a reason to long, right? So that's how I view our method. Is now you just play levels, right? Look at this coming down to 94. Look at that. So, some people are like, they're just buying recklessly right now because they're trying to catch this, bounce. When the market's already shifted, it's changed. It's not in breakout mode right now, right? So that's that's why I love levels. Way more than like a pattern. Patterns are fine, but I love levels. So this is what's going on, dang. Hope you're killing it today, buddy. But that was a nice, just watching it. That 553 was killer. Whoever that compass code, I think JP is going to be awesome, man. Even more, maybe even better than I realized. I mean, I've always liked watching the numbers overnight, but man, that 553. I wish cycling was around, dude, because he called it. He actually was on like I don't know, a half hour ago or whatever it was, and he's like, yeah, it might go right back up to that key number, and it freaking almost did. I mean, practically. So he did the one micro jail trading, but I never heard of that. Jail? Is that jail trading? What is that? Jail trading boot camp. Never heard of that. I don't know. Never heard of that. Was it good? You did one micro jail boot camp. Look at this freaking thing bounce off the 94. Stupid NQ. Just get below 94 for hell's sakes. Jeez. Of course it bounces. Right, like magically. The magic of GANs, my friends. Oh, nice. Well, good job. I mean, micros are awesome. Look at the magic of GAN all over the place. Again, this is where it stumps me. It freaking bounced right off 94, guys. Right? Every day, GAN, it just never ceases to amaze me. How did it do that? You know what I mean? Obviously, it's based on prior, it's going back a lot in action, but still, it's amazing. Right on the dime. Dude, $400, dude. Nice job, man. On a micro, you kidding me? That's awesome. I mean, not shocking. All the movement today. All the way it moved today, we should have like quarter micros. One micro would be too much for some retail guys. I mean, right? They need to slice NQ up into smaller amounts. One micro is pretty brutal today. That is awesome thing. Good job, buddy. I love it, man. And you're very patient. Yeah, dude. You are the king of kings, man, to trade like that, dude, on a day like this. This is a day where people can get pretty, turned around, tossed up, spit out, because you just get these wicks just mess with you. Yeah, Fan killed it on a tough day, man. That's pretty cool, dude. Fang in the green. That is awesome. That's like my favorite thing. I love hearing people green. That is like the best thing. I like to be green, but I love hearing people that are green. It's like, seriously, it's awesome. But we're getting back to this 94 again. It bounced off here, 4 minutes ago. And now we're going to test it again. So that's kind of cool. If you like level trading like I do, I think it's pretty cool when it comes to a key level. It's like, what should we do here? Should we go long? Should we not do jack? Or should we go short? Should we short it? So right now it's like, okay, well I'm already short, but if you weren't anything right now, what's the smart decision here? Do you have a reason to buy? Do you have a reason to sit on your hands, or do you have a reason to short this level? Right? It's kind of like box to box trading, level to level trading. If you're not anything, what's the, again, or you're like me, if you're trailing it, or again, if you're not in this trade, what is the appropriate action? Do you wait for a candle to close below 94? The cautious trader would be like, okay, I'll wait for a candle to close below it. And some might be more aggressive, maybe not shorting it just yet, but as it gets down here, some will take the breakout before a confirmation. So you can see how it's just kind of bouncing here. Or A contrarian will see the reverse. They'll see, they see these wicks, right? You're like, okay, this is potentially a double bounce to go back up to 70. So that's why you're kind of considering in your analysis. For me, I wouldn't thinking long just yet. Now, if you get, if you're a contrarian, yeah, these wicks are kind of cool. But you can see that's already pressing a little below. So you're not getting volume bars. You're not getting any deltas to go long here. So just as you're critically thinking about, if you were going to go long here, why would you go long? Do you have confirmation to go long here? So right here, we're right at this key number. I would say right now there's no long yet because there's no validation to go long here. Now you have more validation to go short. There's not volume, but look at that. I mean, if you took the breakout, you're already in the money. You're up 20. You're up 20. Look at that. So look at that. How awesome that is. So now we're getting down maybe to if we can get down. Well, so we're not quite there. About half, not even halfway. So you can see how that saved you from going long there because you didn't have a good reason to go long at 94 yet. At least how I trade, teaching, that wasn't a good long there, right? Well, that's me. Every time the candle looks to close, high reverse. Yeah, I mean, it came down. I'm not saying, and maybe a long will come into play here. I'm not saying it won't, but I'm just saying this candle, the 1207 candle, was not a valid, entry personally, right? How I trade levels. Yeah, you had a kind of a weak double bounce on the 1206 candle. Now you can see, now we'll see here. We'll see if it can hold this 94. Yeah, I'm not saying to go long here either, but I like to have good reasons to go long. It didn't even get down to 934, so that's a interesting thing. We'll see though. It's still under 94 right now. So yeah, again, right now there is no valid long on the 94 because everything is below. So for me, longs are out of the equation. Now, and then if you didn't short the 94, then it's like, well, you'd be chasing it. So if you didn't get in shorting at 94, likely your best bet is not to do anything. But yeah, if you notice it kind of came back and retested 94, you'd be in the money and could be scalping a little bit. So you could have scalped off that 34, right? So even if you missed that first nice big move, you can see how it came back up, basically retested it for a low risk, entry. You're not going to be entered right at that. Of course, your entry is going to be probably down here-ish. Right, but look at that entry with the low risk. So you're getting a really good entry, and you're freaking in the money. So you would have entered, 87-ish, maybe even 81, right? Look at this. So it's coming down to 34. Look how awesome that is. So that's 1 GAN, almost 2 GANs, right there. There you go. That's GAN Trading 101. It didn't. It almost tapped that, but that's when I catch 2 daily GANs like that. That's like, okay, that's good enough for me. I mean, I love 4 and 5. 3 and 4, but you don't always get it, or you just kind of do what I sometimes do. I'll just start trailing it, So if it does bounce, you still make your whether this is $4, 40K, whatever you're trading. Yeah, we know this levels, all these orders, this 34 is going to be kind of balanced, right? Unless it just slices right through it. But you'd think there'll be some kind of resistance here, some support. That's where you get your entry, you scalp, right? If you're chasing this one, you definitely would want to scalp out a little, at least half your position to take your profit. So when you're practicing these kind of like retracement to down here, you definitely want to be scaling out a little bit. Yeah, who knows, man? The market's just it's what is it, 11, 12? No, 12. It's noon, noon New York time. So this time of day though is weird. Sometimes you will get like a crazy move right now. Sometimes like you thinking it's gonna sleep, and then all of a sudden it just that happened to me on. I don't know if it was more of a Friday thing, but I remember this time of day when I was trying to go long on a situation like this, and it just collapsed on me. And JP was there laughing at me, I think. But I think he called that out, like, watch out for this time, whatever. I forget what he said, but he was, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. It gives you, again, a roadmap. You knew not to go long here. You knew probably to go short here. And now you're in limbo land. So, either you're waiting to short below 34, or maybe you'll go long at 34, but we'll see. Oh yeah, you're getting this. Yeah, well, hope you have some good rest. Thing. I guess I was thinking you meant the market was getting ready to sleep. That's funny. That's how tired I am. I'm exhausted. So here, look at this. We're gonna test this 34, probably, and yeah, same thing. Is there a reason to go long here? Probably not. You got nice. Now we're getting some freaking volume here. That's the awesome thing. Yeah, dude. The compass is pretty cool. Yeah, JP likes to call it the treasure map. But yeah, roadmap, treasure map, whatever. Yeah. It's a map of it's a guide for sure. It just gives you just some more tools in the bag. Look at this nice, it's 34. Nice little trade here, JP. A nice little trade here. Pretty slick. Pretty sweet. Yeah, so far it kind of did bounce off the 34, but we shall see. So yeah, someone could use these wicks, I guess, to go along with 34, but you know, not my style to try to catch a bottom like this. I'd like to have more price action to long an area. I mean, not saying I wouldn't long a level, because you know daily gans have, you know, you could have scalped. I mean, you could have easily scalped up, right? If you're really sharp, you could have scalped off that 34. I'm not saying you can't do that kind of trading. You just gotta, like, you know, take your profit and run. But yeah, can we break down below? Well, so what's the next? Yeah, so the next wave can get down to 72 if, you know, if we can get down 34. That's, you know, it's a pretty good level. It has a lot of work to do to get below 34. JP, did you take any practice trades, dude? No more FOMO. Right back. Get my dog out. Will probably stop me out when I take off. taken out figures. Oh well. Had my stop too close, probably. What do you do? Yeah, it came right up to my stop. See if it's going to hold this. Could hold this level, but practice short here. Yeah, hit that 34 and really bounced. Well, that was another again again, right on the freaking money. I mean, look at that. Taps it, breaks it, taps it. I mean, Gann is just unbelievable. How the hell did it just tap it right on the 34? Tell me, JP, how the hell did it do that? How does it come up here? It's crazy to me. Yeah, it might just bounce off this thing and go north right now. So actually now, we'll see. Well, we'll see. I'll hold this for a minute, but yeah, not quite buying pressure just yet. But it could switch. I could switch. Definitely something's brewing here at the 34. Something's happening here. Something's happening, JP, at this 34 level. Yes, too bad. I was gone when it freaking tapped this 34. Man, look at that. What a long that would have been. Taps here. And go, I mean, what a, man, another Gann again. That's just unbelievable. That is crazy. Pretty insane. But, yeah, he knows. Yeah, I don't know what this level is. This is a tricky level, actually. Well, if I want to long this or short this, honestly. Definitely favoring it to go back and retrace to 34. You know, higher probability that it will retrace down here. The bulls have already tried to take over. Who knows? The market could flip, and this could be a great level to be long, for sure. Because I really have no idea. See, it could be bouncing off this 94. Definitely possible. And then it comes down. Yes. Oh, yeah. Today is a fun day, man. Glad I'm done. Yeah, you can definitely, you know, I'm exhausted, so yeah. I am tired. Oh, that's a long day. I was trading since 5 this morning, so that's a lot of trades. Or earlier, actually. I think it was earlier than that, 4:30. So yeah, now I'm just tired. So I think I'm probably going to be done here. Probably be done practicing. I've practiced enough for me. Yeah, this might just go bounce north. Who knows? Look at this area. all these wicks in this area. Definitely an interesting area. And look at that, just bounce. You know, look at oh man, I'm so glad I'm not trading right now, like real money. Oh man, what crazy. Yeah, that's where it can be kind of mean, obviously. It tricks you out, can shake you out. True fashion of an NQ to bounce you around. I mean, these wicks right here, there's not really a good long or short right here with wicks on both sides. I mean, you're favoring maybe a long actually, but it's like, man, does NQ want to bounce off this level? It could. Let's see. Seems like every time I go one direction or the other, it just wicks me out. So then it sucks you down. Oh man, NQ. It's just so classic. It's classic today. Yeah, like JP said, big news tomorrow. Could be definitely be. If it doesn't hold over here, let's see if this holds. I was in reverse because I'm just practicing, seeing if it can hold a level. But looks like it does not want to stay north. And that 34 was pretty mean to traders, I have to say. That is about as mean as, I mean, that's pretty mean. And then look at that. That's crazy. It's yeah, I don't know about this time of day. I swear this time of day is just really interesting. So is he going to fake out these longs or what? Or is he going to actually do something with it? Another 94. It's kind of nice to be on demo and not have to worry about real money right now. I have to say it's relaxing that I don't give a shit. I'm just playing levels and, you know, practicing. I trade a lot better in the morning than I do in the afternoon, that's for sure. Hence why I don't live trade this time of day. No thanks. No thank you. It looks like, though, we have a good chance to get back to 46. We'll see. Can't call out a number. I don't know. But if the 94 holds, damn good chance this goes back to 70. 70's been, you know, been around all day. So today's not a trending day, is it? So people that aren't aware probably trying to short this thing, and it might work, but maybe, you know, I'm just saying If this, all I'm saying is, yeah, if this 94 holds, we're good chance we're getting back up here, but who knows? This is just, maybe this is just faking people out too. I don't know. But for those longs that got a better entry than I did, you know, you're had a better entry probably at 03 versus my 17 or whatever I'm at. It's definitely not making it easy on the longs. It's making you doubt yourself. You know, it goes up a little bit and just snaps right back down. And talk about jagged shit. Just there's a little bit of there's something. Yeah, I just felt like if the 94 was gonna hold, or the 94 is gonna hold. Like I said, I mean, we have a chance to get to 70, right? I don't know if it will. I mean, look at this. The second you feel like you're good, it just snaps right back. That's the staircase that NQ loves to do. And you learn not to short it, because NQ will do that. It'll just jag up, jag down, jag up, and it just, right? It's brutal. Sometimes these longs are just painful because you're up a good amount, it just snaps back, and it snaps right back up. So look at that. I mean, you're good, and then all of a sudden, it's like it snaps right back down. Like I said, I mean, it's brutal. Yeah, that's tough. Tough for the longs. Now you, and if you had a good entry, now you're like, shit. Like my entry is really bad. So get out of that. And then look at that, it steps, it bounces off the. Look at that, how it bounces. See, that's what I'm saying, like the stair step. How it stair steps like that. It comes down here, whips all these. I mean, this is crazy how it does that. We'll see though. Maybe it's going back down again. I'll definitely shift gears if it stays below 94. Oh, it is. Look at that thing just now we're below 94. Jeez. That's crazy. See, it just totally sucked people into thinking to go long there. That's crazy. That's pretty good NQ right there for you there. The masterminds of NQ. You know, good level, and they just get everyone sucked in. Man, that is NQ at its finest right there. Besides the shenanigans at the Open, that's about as classic NQ move as I've seen fake out. I mean, that was beautiful. Everyone thinking it was going long. Now that stair stepping south, so now your shorts are like, shit, should I stay short? It's just not really, the moves are not clean whatsoever. Oh yeah, no trend day here, at least yet. I mean, man. But then, man, if it turns trend, then this thing is going to make a new lower low, right? For it to be a trend day. Which would be pretty brutal. If it makes a new low today, you know what I mean? Ouch. Pretty brutal. It's funny, I know Trump gets all this hate, right, for this, but market's correct. So I don't get why people get so bent out of shape. Markets, it can't go up forever. So I don't know. Can one man? I mean, I know Trump can affect it, but everything goes in cycles, right? The market just can't go straight up all the time. I don't get people. They start freaking out when the market tanks. Like, duh. I mean, it has to correct. I mean, that's just the way. I don't know. I don't get people. Everyone freaking out. I think it's funny. Exactly, dude. 5% is nothing. Nothing. It's like a blip. Nothing. People get on social media get so banished. Like they see, whatever their stock down, they're freaking out. Well, duh. What do you expect? I don't know. It just drives me crazy. Trump. Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't have an effect on it, but I mean, there's a lot more going on than just Trump. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, 20 days. Yep, it's true. Yep. So yeah, we might be heading for a new daily low today. I'm not calling. I mean, I don't know. Are we gonna get freaking down to 72? Down to 40? Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's easy to say I mean, come on. There's more than just the president involved in the freaking market. I mean, come on. You can't be that naive that one person. I'm not saying he doesn't have some. I mean, but there's a lot more going on. Please. I mean, I'm not smart enough to know, but one person, give me a break. And besides, who put him there? There's a whole party, not just people. There's a reason why he's in. I mean, it's not my fault the Democrats didn't put up someone, give him some chance to fight. Democrats pretty much gave it away. So was it all on purpose? I don't. I mean, I'm not conspiracy theorist, but did the Democrats even try to make a fight? I mean, why we all watched what Biden did for years? He didn't hardly do anything. Then at the last second, they pushed someone in there. Kamala. I mean, I don't know. The whole thing seemed weird to me. I don't know if we get up here. I don't. I don't know. I don't think we do, but I don't know. I know that we were parts of. I think it's more northern Minnesota. I think, but I've never heard of us getting Canadian electricity. But I should probably look into that. Because I read about that. How Canada is affecting some of that stuff going on with right. But I don't think we do. I do. I don't know how you'd know. I guess I could Google it. But well, here it goes. Bounces off. Look at that, and then it bounces off 34. Right on that. Look at that. I mean, I love Gans. Right off that 34 again. I mean, that's amazing. Comes down. Almost right on the money. That's pretty amazing. I mean, that's just crazy accuracy. I think that's just amazing. Blows me away. The magic levels. How it does it, I do not know. Oh, dang. They were paying mortgages. Wow. Well, we already know that we're in a housing slightly. One of the, I think by next year for sure there's going to be a correction in the housing market. And maybe sooner now. But that has to happen. The housing market's just out of whack. No, you're good, JP. You know, I'm just messing around with you. You know, this today like today, I mean, you could call out almost any level and be right or wrong in the flash. Man, I hope too many traders weren't buying accounts today with, you know, just, you know, getting wrecked today. Today's an eval wrecker today. Unless you trade it early and you're done, then you're fine. Lots of eval. Well, every day evals are wrecked, but I'm pretty sure today people are caught off guard, and you know, just got snagged by NQ's feistiness today. But I think I'm done. I don't know. Usually I try going here to teach stuff, so this is kind of like, I don't know. So I'll probably take off, guys, and be on tomorrow. So hope you guys have a good one. It's kind of boring right now, but I'll be watching it. So take care.